This is not an ordinary Tetris tournament. As its organizer, I wanted to create an experience like nothing else before it. I'd say that we succeeded, but the way we do so is a little complicated. So let's go over how it all works. This tournament uses a custom version of Tetris that I created called the Speed Hack, which lets you change how fast the entire game runs. We represent this using the frame rates. The game normally runs at 60 Hz, but you could also set it to 30 Hz, which is half as fast, or 120 Hz, which is twice as fast. You can even set it all the way to 360 Hz, 6 times as fast. At these speeds, even level 0 is a challenge. Now, this may seem like a simple concept, but trust me when I say that it genuinely creates a ton of interesting interactions. To spice things up even more, players are also allowed to pick from a large variety of starting levels, from level 0 all the way to level 29. These choices are alternated at the start of every game. One person picks the speed, the other person picks the level. We do impose some limits for balance reasons, and those can be found in this table here. Furthermore, each player is allowed to ban 2 speeds at the start of every round for a bit of extra balancing. And finally, for even more variety, you cannot use the same speed or level twice in a single match. In this tournament, you'll see all sorts of combinations, from games that literally start on the kill screen to the most exciting level 6 gameplay you'll ever see, to everything in between. So let's get right to the action. Enjoy the spectacle that is 2 Boston, 2 Parity.
And it looks like we have that, so I hope everyone in the crowd will join me for the very first match of the top 8 of 2 Boston, 2 Parity. Let's count them down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Tetris! All right, so it's all your fault, Mari.
So we're starting with level 12 and 180 hertz.
So the level 12 drop speed is about 5 frames per row. So with 180 hertz, that works out to be a little less than 2. So this is faster than level 19, actually, which is not a starting level that most people even get to use. I think it's only CTL that has recently begun allowing it, and even still, people don't pick it.
No.
Would you pick level 19 starts?
Oh, gosh, no. I still feel uncomfortable picking 18 about a third of the time.
I did it every chance I could, and it seems like, who was the first pick? That was Hydrant's selection for the speed and memes for the levels. So, yeah, going a bit towards the higher ends there.
Yeah, well, I mean, going back to the bands, they picked the lower hertz closer to 60 hertz, which is standard, but they picked on the lower end there. So they're going with the higher hertz speeds, and it seems like that's what they're favoring.
Yeah. So far, it looks like Hydrant is the one that is favored. That is a 50,000 point lead just about within the first 37 lines. So I believe the transition will happen right at 100 lines because this is level 12. There is a double flip. Now, because the speed hack has higher polling, these can be more likely to happen just because it's, in a sense, essence amplifies the imperfections of the controllers that our players are using. I did try and add some code to mitigate this, but it's possible that it is not perfect.
Well, I mean, even just with normal 60 hertz, people do double flips all the time just accidentally. So it's not like the players are going to be infallible and not double flip.
Right. So it's all about trying to find that balance of what people expect and what they are willing to sort of accept, let's say.
Yeah, but both players doing well so far. Hydrant has opened up about an 80,000 point lead at the moment. And another Tetris there brings it almost to 100K.
I have a question for you. What does it mean to open up a lead?
That's a great question. I'm
Well, what is being opened here? Like, is a lead supposed to be like a door?
Well, I think a lead is like
that makes
the gap.
sense.
It's the gap between the scores, and so if you're opening it up, it gets wider.
If you're okay.
Like you open your mouth, and then it gets
Your mouth,
wider. You know,
I didn't know that. That's fascinating.
You say and suddenly it's 80,000 point lead again.
Wow. Isn't that something?
Yeah.
And you know what else is something? Hydrant's lead. It is now slightly lower than what it was before, about 80,000 now, which is still sizable, especially for level 12. The speeds are going to be getting faster now. This is level 13. Pieces are dropping at a rate of 4 normal frames. And when you convert for the 3 times multiplier in speed, this is like maybe like 30% slower than kill screen.
Yeah, and so we'll have this speed for the next 3 lines, 3 levels, 13, 14, and 15. and then we'll have another speed increase once we hit level 16.
Yes, indeed. And yeah, so once we go to level 16, the speed will be the equivalence of normal kill screen. And when we go to level 19, it will be like kill screen plus, oh, that's a really bad hang for me. That's another bad one. You get faster rolling with higher hertz, so this is not impossible to recover from by any means, but the speed is about to go, and the lead is insurmountable. Hydrant dude.
Game 1 for Hydrant.
Completely in control for that entire match.
Yeah, Hydrant just got off to an early lead and just didn't stop. And
Right.
Meme struggled a little bit early, made a couple misdrops. Lead just kept getting too big. But it looks like...
If you could set your thing to ready. Okay, that's perfect. We can see that both screens are the same, so we are ready to count them down. And we'll get started in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. And we begin with 2 S pieces in a row. And we already have diverging stacks. It looks like Memes is slightly better. She's Tetris ready first, but Hydrant becomes Tetris ready before the bar
And
could come.
simul Tetris there for the players.
Right. But look, Meme got a Tetris. Hydrant was not ready, and it was because she had the flatter stack earlier on.
Yeah. Hydrant is ready now, though. Oh, but takes the burn. Isn't ready. But now he's going to have to set up this line dependency. Fills the dependency first, then gets the Tetris.
Right. And the interesting thing about same piece sets is that there are a lot of subtle ways in which the pieces influence the way that the game can progress. For example, in that instance, there were 2 bars quickly in a row, and Hydrant was not prepared to take the first one. So in most cases, that could have put him at a disadvantage, but because he got the bar so quickly after that, Meme was not able to gain a lead off of arguably a mistake.
Yeah. But now both players keeping pace with each other.
Right.
Hydrant actually a little bit behind.
Right, we can see about a 30,000 point difference, and the difference in the stack is now very evident. This is not something that can be resolved quickly.
Although
And we'll
Hydrant looks
see.
like he's going to try.
He's gonna try, but I would prepare for an extended burn. There's a very clear path. He'll be going to address the thing in the middle, and now with the right piece that has now come, he's out of it.
Meanwhile, Meme's just been getting Tetrises. 185 here at 39 lines.
Yeah.
64,000 point lead.
Right.
And gets the tuck, is set up, gets the long bar. And there we go, Tetris for Meme.
Yeah. So. Yeah, we haven't, and I think in the warm-ups we saw a few misdrops, I think, on both sides, but I haven't seen any so far. Oh my, why did I say that? Please. Okay, we're good. All
Yeah,
right.
both players handling this well. I mean, so 72 hertz at level 16, so it's level 18 speeds.
This is like 18.2.
Yeah, it's still not quite 19 speeds yet.
Right. So it should feel fairly comfortable. And there's this other like really curious effect about rolling on really faster speeds where it just feels easier. And there's a very specific reason for that. It's because the game is more sensitive, so you can afford to be a bit more lazy, to put it harshly. When putting your inputs, you can have like sort of a much more uneven distribution and still get rewarded, where with normal 60 hertz, you are not allowed that sort of leeway.
Well, yeah, with 60 hertz, you have to, if you want to roll at 30 hertz, you have to make sure you're doing every other frame for the input. You
Right.
don't have to have as precise.
Right, because every other frame becomes like the game
would be
becomes
30.
able to like distinguish
Yeah.
more like subtle differences in a sense.
Yes.
So yeah. And it's for this reason that I actually think that like having some sort of speed hack mechanic applied to something like doubles kill screen would be pretty beneficial, because in one sense the game still becomes just as fast as normal, but on the other sense you become more powerful and more equipped to handle these faster changes. So we might be able to see that in these later kill screen levels.
Well, if there's one thing we want, it's for Tetris players to feel more powerful than they already are. So
Exactly. Yeah. All right, it appears that Meme has consistently maintained this lead. It's grown to about 40,000 at about equivalent line counts. Bit of an awkward stack. There's a chasm in the middle, no spots for that S piece. Every slope was facing the same way. And with those burns, Hydrant makes up about 10,000 points? No, it's about the same. Maybe it appears I missed a few burns on the side of Mr. Dude here.
Yeah, but Hydrant does get a Tetris there, goes to 435. Where's the transition? Oh, there's the transition. 110 lines. So both players transition to level 17. No speed increase. That won't happen until we hit level 19 still.
Right. And we have to deal with level 7. A lot of people were picking level 7 colors.
Yeah, I don't...
During the first day. I was a bit surprised. I figured that was one of the levels that people would choose to avoid.
Well, I mean, I think people were trying to pick the closest thing that they could to 18, and that 17 is right next to 18. And it's even just like a slightly worse version of the 18 colors.
Yeah. We're about to hit transition. All right, Hydra does it with about 530,000. For level 16, that's pretty impressive. The multiplier there, like that's about like 10,000 less point, or 10% less points than what you normally receive.
581 transition now.
Yeah,
Oh, and Hydrant with the misdrop.
Yes. It's these double flips that can be really dangerous. And
Meme also with now a clean stack, but had to take a few burns. Gets a Tetris to go to 609 now.
Hydrant had a vid set up there, technically. He could have tucked the bar for a much worse stack, but it would have been funny.
It's always about the views, remember?
Exactly.
And Hydrant is now... Oh! It's about the views, baby! Hydrant with the Vits into the Tetris.
For the fans, I don't know if that was reacted or if that was... Did the bar come immediately?
It looked almost intentional. It was the next piece.
It probably was. Did not... Yeah.
It very well could have been intentional. But then again, I've set up a number of Vitses not expecting a long bar.
Yeah, there was actually a small adjustment that Hydrant Dude just missed where he burned a double with the J right when a bar was coming for the Tetris. And this is fairly inconsequential on paper, like it's only 2 lines, but maybe it's these micro optimizations that have caused Meme to take what is effectively a 2 Tetris lead after she matches the line count. But she's up high. She's taking these burns that Hydrant didn't have. And this is sort of what I was talking about with how same piece sets can be weird.
Yeah, well, and just even... It's only 72 hertz, so it's only a little bit faster, but just that much less time that you have to think about these micro adjustments means that you're going to take more burns more often than not.
Yeah, I haven't tested this enough myself, so I'm curious as to whether like the players feel like they have to focus more on the higher levels. A bit of an interesting skim attempt from Hydra Dude. That's not going to work out. It's going to cost him, it's looking like 6 more extra lines, and that is the equivalent of a Tetris that Meme is not able to take advantage of because she also has a hole.
Although she's setting up in the middle here, if she can get the long bar, there it is, but still has to burn out a little bit in the middle here to try and get back to a standard right well. But set up for another one. Where's the long bar?
Board is getting higher. Oh, gets the bar, cannot do it. This is precarious. This is not level 19. This is ever so slightly faster.
But it gets it. Oh, and center well Tetris for Meme right now.
We'll see. Will she continue to build up or will she choose to... Oh, she builds up! She's going for it! No regard for human life!
And Hydrant, meanwhile, has not been able to catch up, but is now about just less than 1 Tetris behind.
We're about to hit the kill screen.
We're very close. Meme, is that that was a Tetris there. Couple rows off the bottom.
Right. And it looks like she's clean. This is the perfect time for ever so slightly faster kill screen.
Yes.
Hydrant, on the other hand, a bit of a situation. 3 lines before the kill screen. He's able to get out of it. That T is not great. It's a bit uncomfortable, but he's able to make it work. He's going to try and go for the tuck. There does not seem to be a bar. He's high up. Will he be able to get the piece for the Tetris? We're waiting. We continue to wait. The drought continues.
The long bar?
And there is no bar. Meme already has the lead. No. We are tied at 1-1.
And what was a best of 5 is now a best of 3. Was now two more to win.
Yeah, two more to win. Yes. All right, you'll get a fair number of them within a healthy career of playing Tetris, but to have it now at this moment with that kind of board, the only thing you can say is man.
Man.
All right, we got seeds, we got readies, we got thumbs up from our judge Cobra, who will be competing later today. Let's count down again. Let's go from 3, 2, 1. Tetris. All right, and this is level 13, but at 2 times speed, which is the equivalent of normal level 19. And you'll notice that these pieces start falling a bit faster than you might expect. And this effect is really pronounced, especially on the higher hertz where it looks like the piece doesn't even have any time to rest at the start.
Oh yeah, not that it's a playable mode, but I messed around. Ooh, beautiful spin tuck there from me.
Ooh.
But I messed around a little bit, just seeing what would 360 hertz level 29 look like, and it's just the game is over within 2 seconds. Just
exactly. Yeah. So Meme had that nice move earlier, and it's actually got me thinking. We had the chance to see a level 19 speed double tuck. If the stars align, because on level 13, 14, level 15, it's very comfortable to actually get a double tuck. I think it's Das Pos? No, wait, what am I saying? It's definitely not. But if you time it right with the quick tap,
yes.
and the quick taps, you can be more precise because, of course, the pulling is more precise. Everything gets affected, and it looks like Hydrant is affected particularly hard by that square burst, and Meme with the misdrop as well. Neither player in a happy situation, but I'd say Hydrant Dude is more dire.
Yeah, Hydrant gets this long, but was that a Tetris? Or just, now, it doesn't matter. He's got some holes in his stack now.
But he does have a lead of about 30,000 points.
Yeah, Meme is really trying to just, has not even any semblance of a Tetris well. It's just chaos board. Oh, but I say that, set up, 4 off the bottom, gets the Tetris.
That is incredible. We are already seeing a bit of a line discrepancy between both players. All right, Hydrant Dude at one point 4 or 5 lines ahead of Meme this early in the match, and it was because he was up there fighting before that Tetris during that try. Hydrant Dude answering with the dirty Tetris of his own, stacks all the S pieces over to the left.
Yeah, but
and waits for the perfect, what was his E piece, to resolve that, and he now burns out of the center well.
Yes, but
you coward.
Meme is now got a left wall built up, opens it up, and gets the long bar there. Meme with some Tetris bingo going on,
right.
Which is honestly my favorite game mode.
An extremely nice square for the square hole. Connects the board in so many ways.
Yeah, so pretty even lines. Hydrant looks to have about a 1 Tetris lead at the moment.
Yeah. Oh! There was he made a bit of an adjustment at the very end. Maybe that was because of an undershift, and it seems like it threw his timing off.
Yeah, so he's going to have to take some burns now. Meme, clean board, gets the Tetris there. 208,000 and 4 lines behind, so with the Tetris would, in theory, have a hypothetical pace lead. But just needs the long bar to show up. Yeah. Where is it?
There it is.
There it is. So
Tetris.
Meme.
Yeah.
Still ever so slight. Hydrant's just needing to take all these burns, though. Ooh.
So at this point, I wonder if either player feels like they have the bandwidth to attempt screen-looking strategies where you predict, you can sort of manipulate when your bar appears, or not manipulate, but know when your next bar appears by keeping track of your opponent's screen. This is something that happens a lot in live tournaments where the setups are side by side like ours are. But one thing to consider now is that each player is now thinking about more things. They may feel like they have to concentrate more on the game. Because in the situation, like a situation that has developed for Hydrant Dude, looking for the L piece, doesn't get it, has to wait more, sets up the biased well. And one more piece, and he's out of it.
And gets the Tetris. Hydrant, beautiful burns up top. Meme now going through the same thing.
Right.
And just like Hydrant, gets the well open, gets the Tetris to bring it down a little bit.
Yeah, and we knew that was going to be the case because it was, again, same piece sets.
Exactly. So even with completely different placements, still very similar situations from our players here.
Right. One thing to note is that players have the ability to roll twice as fast. In practice, I don't think humans can get that fast, especially not without practice, with neither player really has. But they will be able to make taps or make rolls that they wouldn't have thought possible just because they go faster. They go as fast as possible. That is a double flip. That was maybe too fast on the rotation side of things. We're about to hit level 19. The speed will increase by 50%. Oh, this looks so fast. It's like between level 19 and 29, gets the bar, but it's not free by any means. Needs something for that right side. He's going to be up high for a while. There is an outs, but he needs pieces for it to be quick.
Meme has taken the lead now. They're neck and neck at the moment. 439, 440 for Meme.
Right.
But Meme is just much cleaner board, but is burning out of this very nicely, but just can't get all of the right pieces.
Oh, the overshift.
Can he get
He's
something
gonna have to
left?
go for it.
Gets it. Oh, and hang of the J there.
And Meme already has the lead.
Meme has the lead.
All right, that is game number 4. It's down to Meme. It is once again Hydrant Dude's opportunity to pick the speed. We're gonna start 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Oh, immediately a difference in paradigms of stacking, but this time, with the tuck, both players having, I would have said equally good boards, but once again, it is Meme that's Tetris ready.
I mean, simul Tetris, but I would rather have Meme stack at the moment.
All right, we're waiting. We'll see if it goes. The board has been completely sacrificed, all for the sake of this move that doesn't even score any points.
Scores no points and doesn't really affect.
And now this is a situation. The board is high, there is no bar in sight, and the bar that does come cannot be used, which will happen again. And it is the most aggravating feeling to see that you get the help, but just gambled in a slightly wrong way.
Yeah, meanwhile, Meme's just been playing clean, just one burn, I think, and just been getting these Tetrises, keeping a much cleaner board than Hydrant.
We know that Meme is one of the strongest in the world at level 19 speeds.
Yes.
At one point, she had the earliest max out world record, from the first to ever, I think, beat from a 19 start.
Wow.
Or the first, that might not have been the case, but it was certainly the first that was impossible to get on level 18.
Ah.
All right, is that a dead drop from Hydrant or a double flip that happened so
Meme
fast?
Also with a high board now.
Yeah, it's Hydrant with a slightly more comfortable situation, but Meme with the more comfortable finish.
Who's expertly burning out of this.
Yes. A few more holes, a tuck, and a delay. Hydrant with the Tetris 2 up.
Yes.
Meme
Ooh.
having to stall a little more. This is uncomfortable, but has now been made into a tolerable board by one of the best in the world.
Yeah, and Hydrant now is set up 2 from the bottom, and what you say, Tetris for Hydrant.
Are we doing this again?
No, I just.
Are we doing this again?
We can do this again. Only Carbonic wanted me to do that one. We thought of it yesterday.
Oh my god.
And abracadabra, Tetris for Hydrant.
Okay, I had to edit.
And that's
I
that
spent
me
30
Tetris
minutes.
espresso for Hydrant. I worked too hard to try and figure out that one. It still doesn't sound good.
Holy guacamole, Tetris for Meme. I spent 30 minutes editing a compilation of Morelando and C-dubs with their catchphrases.
Yeah, I did. The last 3 games of it were just all chaos, and I love watching it.
Yeah, chaos could be describing the situation that Hydrant has more double flips.
Yeah. Okay, I will have one. The audience does need to be ready to participate because it's very important. And Sweet Caroline, bum bum bum. Tetris for Meme. Yeah, it's almost Boston.
We love you, Morelando!
And all I want for Christmas is that Tetris from Hydrant, dude. All right, we wait. We're waiting.
And the best part of waking up is Tetris in your cup, Tetris for Meme.
Credits to
Asmati Games.
Asmati Games
Chat.
for the Twitch chats. I wonder if this will increase or decrease our viewership.
And boom goes the dynamite, Tetris for Meme. Shout out to Cox Danny J for that one. Oh man, why did I ever get into this business? No.
I'm realizing that I
But
only
yeah, we hit the transition on Hydrant's side now, and Hydrant's almost gonna be at level 11. Meme now transitions.
Yeah.
Bit higher, 202 to 169 now. Hey now.
Yeah. And that's, what is that? That's actually like 2-3 Tetrises at these levels. I can't say at this speed because that's a bit ambiguous, but yeah, these levels, we're having like these lower increments at the starts while the game remains just as punishing as the matches that we are expected.
Yeah, but I mean, just as normal play, the higher the level, the more points you get for Tetrises. So if you can just almost outlast your opponent it is to your benefit.
Yeah. We have some more games. The lead continues to stay the same. All right. Hydrant not wanting to sort of close up that right side, played a little risky. I would say he was arguably punished for his patience in that sense. Got a lot of bars and didn't get a lot of help in response. Going for a bit of a panic move. He had a surface that could have accepted that Z piece that made the hole, but chose to, again, play it safe. And maybe it's these faster speeds that necessitate you to play it a little more safe.
Absolutely. But Meme has just been playing well. Takes a safety triple there. Wow.
Right.
Not something you'd expect from high-level players, but these speeds, you do whatever it takes. Meme now 338 to Hydrant's 279, and they're actually back at like the same line count right now.
Same line counts.
Yeah.
And 59,000 point lead. The interesting thing about like Tetris leads are like effectively. Oh my God, that's so fast.
Ooh, center well there for Hydrant.
Yeah. All right, he might. Oh, the jounce well. Jounce center well, please. No!
Oh, the double flip again. Hydrant struggling with these all day.
Oh, opts to go for the more disciplined clean. Has an open well. Does not have the piece like the pieces. Has the open well again. Is waiting. Continues to wait. He has to gamble. The bar doesn't come.
And Hydrant topping out 351. Meme at 456 takes the game in the match and will advance to the semifinals.
All right.
But let's just mull in it for funsies. Why not?
I don't know if we have time.
Well,
Here,
don't-
play like if you can get one Tetris on here, that's. Woo! But
oh, 'cause- yeah.
yeah. Ooh.
Yes. Oh, come on.
Lucy, how far behind schedule are we?
And beautiful.
Okay, we're actually fine. Is that fine then? Okay.
All right, and Meme taking that match there against
Advancing
Hydrant.
to the semifinals, our number 1 seed. So, what's the next matchup?